Can you beat Resident Evil 8 without taking any damage is the main question that I'll try to answer in this video, and you may want to stick around till the end to see what I do for the village, Castle Dimitrescu, and all the other bosses. And rules are you cannot get hit whether you're blocking or not. Mia's cooking is straight shit. Then Chris came into my house, guns blazing, offed my wife, or I guess Mia, and on top of all of that I had the audacity to say,
"Sorry, Ethan." No!
Doesn't he just look nonchalant here? Well, Ethan, it's game over because you have to get a tetanus shot and you're nowhere near a hospital. Who in their right mind sees this and says,
Maybe they're out?
And then one of the best scenes or scenery in a video game, and then, ugh. Disgusting! Imagine missing a point-blank shot with a shotgun. And after this dude used my hand as a munch toy and threw my ass out of the house the same way my dad threw me out of the house once. I'm obviously joking, he never did that. And now I had to fight him. So the way I dealt with him was I kept my distance and tried to shoot him. And in the cabin, this guy ate all of my shots. Pause. He died with an extra stab plus all my shots. And now I was completely out of ammo. But don't worry, you get a shotgun and some ammo here. So the village section was honestly not that bad. I just ran around and shot twice with my shotgun. And the route I ran around was the house, then the basement, and went into this cabin, went up the ladder and jumped down this metal thing and ran back to the house and vice versa. And when the giant fellow came, I just did the same thing. Basically, the way I dealt with enemies was I shot them from far away, or if they're close, I just shot them in the head with my shotgun. So that means the shotgun is my best friend.
Leave her, Johnny, leave her.
Do you mean Rose? Is she here?
Rose! Rose, yes.
I think she has bipolar disorder, guys.
What are you doing here? Stay back.
Please, don't hurt us.
Whoa. It's okay. I'm not gonna hurt you. Have you seen any other survivors?
No. They're all in Louise's house. And she's not answering and the gate is locked.
Listen, old man, I'll save you, but in return, I expect your daughter's hand in marriage. Deal? Deal. Listen, since Mia died, and I obviously want Rose to have a mother, so I'm doing that for her, not for myself. Anyway, went inside and saved my future father-in-law and wife. Maybe.
A worthless invalid. A stupid, wailing bitch.
And you, a stupid, useless alcoholic.
Can someone please tell me what the hell is going on here?
We don't know. One day we were a quiet, devout village, and the next, the monsters came and attacked us. And they kept coming.
Poor choice of words, honestly. Wait, you dumbasses are in a cult? I ain't marrying no cultist. And then they all got mutilated and my ex-future wife burned down with the house. How in the hell did he punch the wall with his injured hand? What the fuck? Then got captured by Heisenberg.
Ugh, so gauche. What do we care for bread and circuses? Mother Miranda, I must protest. Heisenberg is but a child, and his devotion to you is questionable. Give the mortal to me, and I will ensure he is ready.
Shut your damn mouth!
Who the fuck talks like that?
Quiet now, child. Adults are talking.
Shut the hell up! I got hit in this cutscene, but obviously cutscenes don't matter, and besides only the health bar matters, and I always had a health item on me to see if I was hit or not, because if I was hit, Ethan would wash his hands, but if I wasn't, the inventory would just close. And after the saw part, I couldn't use it, so that means that the cutscene didn't actually do any damage. Then saw the Duke and he was almost as fat as your mom. Then went into the castle. So these are the 3 daughters of Lady Dimitrescu. Ugh. Ugh. And ugh.
Man,
These nuts.
Whoa, whoa, chill out, woman. And then Ethan's stupid ass used a health item, but it was a cutscene, so it doesn't actually count. And this part, it looks like Ethan is getting hurt, but as you can see, he wasn't. And I'd rather sit on this than shit on this. And honestly, this is the scariest part of the game. Normally, you would go in guns blazing, but now if you get hit right at the end, you would respawn right at the beginning. So I ended up shooting this vampire here, and this one at the end. And here where I think Bella is following you, if you get this box, she'll spawn in and you can run past her without getting licked or damaged, I guess. So don't get greedy and you can run past her. But the boss fight itself ain't that easy. First of all, she has this weird jump attack where she jumps on you. What the fuck? Anyway, so what I actually did was I shot her as much as I could with my shotgun and reloaded while running to this table. And I shot her from a distance. And if I let her breathe, she would jump on me. Now pause, chill out, that sounds really weird. So I shot her without slowing down so she couldn't breathe. Oh, that sounds even worse. And when she died, I went to get the box. Wait, why is this wine bottle talking about me, bro? Here, where another one of the sisters appears, I just went back to the save room, and when I went back, she wasn't there. This part where you're knee deep in the dead, I ran past most of the vampires except this one, and this one.
Why you bullying me?
Oh shit.
There you
What the hell do...
You ungrateful, selfish wretch! You come into my house! You lay your filthy man hands on my door! Rest while you can! Because I will hunt you, and I will break you!
Go ahead, do your worst.
Exactly, what is a woman gonna do to you? Kill you? Hell no! Well, except Arkham Batman. After Ethan's right hand gets severed, as you can see, according to the health bar, I did take damage. But first of all, when Ethan's hand gets severed, it's in a cutscene. And second of all, you can't even heal. What the f- Ethan, I said heal, not jump. And besides, when you get on the elevator, another cutscene plays where Ethan uses a healing item, and after that, he's completely fine. So in my opinion, it doesn't count. But if you think it counts, well then you're
Fucking gay! As in homosexual!
And now the second sister. Now this one is really simple. You push this object, then get one pipe bomb, because if you take both, for whatever reason, she was able to hit me before it exploded the wall. And the actual fight itself, she runs after you, and honestly, I screamed like a little girl, because sometimes when I turned around to shoot her, she was right behind me. Anyway, so I exploded her and just used my shotgun and tried to be as far away as possible, and yeah, stalked Lady Dimitrescu for a while, played the piano, and now the third sister, which has the same voice as Jill Valentine. Arguably, she's the worst, because she isn't scary or difficult, she's just annoying. I just stood by the lever and shot her with my pistol, but sometimes she did run at me, so I used my shotgun for that. But for the successful try, she didn't even do that. As I said, boring. Apart from the dialogue.
So mean! Don't you love me?
Now the roof of the castle is pretty simple. You just run, or in other words, keep moving just like Conor McGregor.
This is you, bouncing. All wasted movement.
Honestly, Habib is way better though. Anywho, Miss Dimitrescu tried to corner me here, but she couldn't because I am the undefeated, undisputed champion of the world at avoiding women. Ethan the Mold Winters placed all the masks and tried to get as much equipment as possible before Lady Dimitrescu's boss fight, or Dragon Ball Z. Traded stabs, dropped the important dagger, and now the Dark Eater Madeir of Resident Evil. Pumping her full of lead isn't really a problem, but flies, no, they are the definition of problem. Since they can be shot, plus you can't even run away from them, the only thing you can do is prevent it from happening, just like a pregnancy. And that is by shooting it with your sniper rifle, and if I'm not mistaken, it always took 3 bullets. And besides that, this whole part is pretty easy. You just run upstairs as fast as you can, cause flies are coming out of Dimitrescu's ass apparently, but when you reach the top, they go away. And at the top, my chemistry teacher does only one move, and that is her signature lunge. And to dodge that, I went to her left side, and after a while, she eventually succumbed to lead poisoning, courtesy of me pumping her ass full of lead.
Hey, remember me? I almost died up at that castle. Tell me, what is going on around here?
How can a man be almost dead?
You want me to show you? You old, expired fucking whore. Careful, Ethan, cause last time didn't go so well. See these guys? At first, they may seem scary, but for whatever reason, after you open this door, all of them seem to despawn, or they run back to their parents.
To hunger is to be alive.
Oh, trust me, I can tell. Then got a 1911. After that, laid these boys out. Here, as you can see, I got hit by a pig. just like your mom. Anyway, it didn't actually do any damage, but since you can see the blood on the screen, it counts. Beat these guys with my shotgun and sniper, and the big boy with 2 pipe bombs. Well, well, well. These upgrades are all worthless, except the last one, which helps you move faster. This part reminded me of my childhood.
Am I losing it?
Me every time I wake up for school. Let's all be honest, the scenery here is on par, if not better than the castle. Wait a minute, this is the same sewing machine that my grandma has. I don't know why I told you that, but I did. It seems like Ethan had his priorities straight, and this right here is the result of somebody that tried to get rid of the problem instead of preventing it from happening in the first place. Is that saliva or Diddy's baby oil? Now the last part, or the boss fight I guess. If you take a long time to find the doll, you'll take damage, but I don't have footage for that because I'm obviously the best Resident Evil player. You know the hardest thing about House Beneviento is? It's not the baby, nor the boss fight, it's actually leaving this picture. Found a way better shotgun, so ditched my ex-best friend, and named the new shotgun Destroyer of Enemies, so DOE for short. Went treasure hunting for a couple of minutes, and got mauled by a werewolf, but thank God it was a cutscene and did no damage. Side note, after the cutscene, if you stand here, you'll get hit. It doesn't actually do any damage, but there will be blood on screen. So I just took a couple of steps back. And then I got the grenade launcher. Long story short, I didn't do that and just ran past him. You know, I've come to think of it, he kind of resembles my math teacher. Especially the mauling part. Got the boat key, took care of these guys by using my sniper and pistol.
What was that?
I think that was the most realistic reaction to seeing a fucking megalodon. So first of all, I'm literally Chris. Second of all, how the fuck did he survive that?
Miranda sent you to slow me down? You're pathetic.
That's what she probably says when she sees me every day. I'm just joking, guys. There is no her. And while turning this crank to turn the power back on, the crank broke. Just like my dick. So now I have to go through all this for a crank. Sure, buddy, sure. What is this goofy ass dialogue?
Caught myself a big one.
Bro is not Nathan Drake. Got the crank and literally went through Moreau's mouth. Turned the power on the same way I turned your mom on last night. Got a little upgrade for the pistol, and now Moreau's boss fight. So I jumped down, got some of the stuff here, and when he came out, I grenade launched him in the face and shot him with my shotgun 4 times. Ran over here, got the supplies, and when he came out like this, I just ran behind him. Got the mines, those were really important. Went over here and waited for him to come, and when he came, I exploded his ass and shot him with DOE 3 times. Ran over here and exploded his ass again and shot him 3 times with DOE. And he proceeded to have a seizure, and I took advantage of that and shot him 3 times again. After his disgusting acid rain vomit thing, I put a mine down and he had another seizure, which means another 3 shotgun shots. Put another mine down here, another 3 shots, used this barrel, 2 shots, put down another mine, but it didn't do anything because he was already doing another vomit session. Found a mine, shot him a couple of times, he came down, placed a mine, and 2 shotgun shots later, his ass was put to the ground. Nah, he actually exploded. How ironic. And this boss alone took me around an hour, so imagine doing this shit for an hour. Yeah, you could say I was going insane. But then got the Wolf's Bane, or basically the Magnum, which gave me a huge boost of confidence. And then a fucking werewolf appeared out of nowhere. Went treasure hunting for the 2nd time, got the legendary fish, and increased my movement speed, and I got Dimitrescu's necklace by mistake, and... That reminds me of the dragon Leviathan from Subnautica. Anyway, this pig scared the living tapeworm out of me. And this is what my dad would do if he found my report card. I came here to get the meat from the cannibal, so now I can finally say that I got his meat. And the stronghold was pretty easy. I did it on my second try. I turned the levers and used my grenade launcher, 3 of them to be precise. And their den is a bit more annoying, because they can hit you while ziplining or in animation. And when grenade launcher here, this part was finished. And now, Mr. Aura himself. So this guy didn't take as much time as Moreau. Matter of fact, he took me about 23 minutes or so. But he took 5 magnum bullets, 5 pipe bombs, and a couple of grenade launcher grenades, and a shit ton of ammo from Doe, my sniper, and the 1911. And on top of all that, 2 mines. So it wasn't so much as difficult as it was inventory draining. In conclusion,
Wheels on the bus, though.
how in the hell does Ethan manage to pick this chalice up, plus all the stuff in his inventory, and run at the same time? And here I am thinking that Chris is strong, cause he punched a boulder.
Don't worry about the kid, Ethan. It'll be fine. Just get your ass across the bridge.
Thanks for the offer, but I think I'm good, because last time I saw someone cross a bridge, let's just say it didn't go so well.
What a fucking nick.
Oh, come on in. Don't worry. It's not a trap.
You sound exactly like my uncle.
Lady, supersized bitch.
Hands down the best villain in the game.
Together, we go save Rose, and we can use her to grind Miranda into... My daughter is not a weapon.
How do you even use a baby as a weapon? Like, do you use her as a grenade? Or does she shoot lasers out of her, mouth? This part I just ran from my uncle, I mean the propeller guy, and I think I found my new best friend, the SYG-12. So I obviously said my goodbyes to Doe and got Doc, which stands for Destroyer of Cup. Anyway, got the upgrade for it, and god damn, that's a lot of damage. In the factory, I ran past a lot of people, which I later regretted. Got a relief mold of a horse, and this stupid part took me way too long for me to admit. I just ran around the tables until the cog mold got molded, I guess. Inserted the large cog into this machine. What else? And this part made me sound like a dog's fucking chew toy. Besides that, it wasn't that bad. These guys are easy to dodge and maneuver around. But honestly, the most annoying part of this place was Heisenberg's voice.
I'm not like my siblings. I want nothing more than to be free of that bitch. The strong will destroy the weak. That's the way of the world.
Like, my guy, shut the fuck up before I shove my large cog up here. Anyway, are you instead of going close to the wall, I just ran off.
I must destroy her.
I don't give a shit about your family drama.
Well, then you better stay away from TikTok. The part with the jetpack dudes, I did it on my first try after using a pipe bomb and a grenade launcher grenade. I'm such a big fan of this part. Found a cool little secret area for the first time. Now this dark place was probably the most annoying part of the factory yet. What I did was snipe this dude, ran past the other guy, waited for this guy to do this attack, then ran past him as well, went to the right of this guy, and just avoided his ass by using the tables. Funny thing is, I couldn't even get the ball mold because then the other guy would come in as well. Anyway, the guy outside, I just waited for him to do the same attack, but then these 2 tank dudes come in. The first one, I used 2 pipe bombs and ran past him, the same way my dad ran past me. Shot this guy, and the second tank guy, I used 2 pipe bombs and 2 grenade launcher grenades, and that was it. And that all took me, drumroll please, 30 minutes. The Sturm or Propeller Boy was no joke one of the most difficult bosses cause you couldn't just shoot him with a magnum. Long story short, it took me an hour to beat his meat. Very funny. The thing that made it as difficult was that he was really unexpected. And the way I beat him was to make him even more unexpected. If you use the flashbang, he stops whatever he's doing. Whether he's running at you or anything else, he stops and proceeds to run into a fucking wall. So then I crouched and placed down 5 mines. By the way, crouching makes placing mines faster. And that damages him a lot, too much to be exact. And his second phase flashes and Dr. my shotgun. And luck got me through. You can tell how shit it was because I can't even explain it. Anyway, guess who's an Andrew Tate fan? Really, Ethan? Shooting metal bullets at somebody with magnetic powers? Absolutely brilliant, bro. Damn, Chris, chill out on the civilians, my guy.
Long story short, Miranda's fucking insane.
Literally me? Shut the f.
Metal polymer composite, huh? Time to fight fire with fire.
Ethan, I think that just makes a bigger fire, bro. Heisenberg's boss fight is fairly simple. I tried to be as far as possible and shoot the red LEDs. And if he got too close, I blew him up, which propelled him backwards. And for the walking part, if you go into him, pause, and just blast him with your shots, pause again. He can't actually hit you. I learned that from speedrunners. Oh yeah, and in this cutscene, the blood on screen is just an effect. It doesn't actually do any damage. You know, she may be a bitch, but at least she's modest, right? Imagine me as Ethan and Miranda as, well, her. Get it? She stole my heart. Let's all be completely honest. Chris is one of the most him characters, right? And if you want to be like him as well, you should probably consider subscribing. Anyway, Chris's part is, well, annoying. The first part with the werewolves, I dodged this attack, but I had piss in my pants. One grenade and pumping this guy full of lead later, they were both dead. This part is just like Ethan's. You just keep your distance, and that's basically it. Now the aerial strike, laser, whatever the hell you want to call it. So I exploded it, then went to grab the supplies and came over here and used the red barrel and killed the others that hadn't died. Came to this little corner so this green arrow looking ass guy can't hit me, and used the laser. The third round I just used everything I had and just prayed to God to not get hit, and then went to my little corner again and exploded the mold one last time, and it was reduced to atoms. So we meet again, huh? You piece of shit. So what I did for Mr. Aura over here, gave him back shots, literally, like shot him in the back. Anyway, I flashed him. Don't worry, I didn't show my microphone or anything like that. I flashbanged him and exploded his ass. And the thing about this boss is his moves are really limited, so it was pretty easy to dodge him. I blew him up again and he died. Turns out Mia is alive, and wait, what?
Your body is, well, falling apart.
I haven't even gotten hit, so what do you mean that my body is falling apart? Anyway, upgraded my weapons as much as I could, and now the last boss of the game, Mother Miranda.
Interesting. Your body certainly isn't normal.
Wait a minute, how do you know? Jokes aside, this boss was more difficult than any boss from the Soulsborne games, simply because it wasn't designed to be played like this. Alright, so it took me about 3 hours to beat, and for about 2.5 hours of that, I was treating it like it was a Dark Souls boss fight, you know, like dodging and whatnot. But after I realized that I was playing Resident Evil, I proceeded to explode her ass 5 times, and spammed her with Doc, and popped the meatball looking things with my pistol, grenade launched her twice, a couple of shots with Doc, and placed 2 mines down, shot her more, and at this end part, I just shot her as much as possible with everything I had. And then she died like a bitch that she is. By the end, I was actually going crazy for 3 hours doing the same exact thing. No wonder I was going insane. Anyway, sorry for the yap session. Ethan blew himself up. Let's be honest, it's a pretty fitting death after all the people he exploded, right? So can you beat Resident Evil 8 without taking any damage? Surprisingly, yes, you actually can. And if you like watching someone torture themselves, or in other words, gaming challenges, you should consider subscribing and even like if you're feeling generous. And if you want to watch more of my videos, click on any of these videos and have a good day or night. Peace.